Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Estes Field here on the campus of Central Methodist University for the beginning of Game 3 of this four-game series between the number 22 nationally ranked Bruins of Bellevue and your Central Methodist Eagles. Just a quick recap from yesterday's action. If you weren't able to watch from home, you missed a lot of high-power baseball. Bellevue, their bats were out in full force all day yesterday, winning both games. They took Game 1 12-8. They were led by Carter Clairhout and Aiden Macaris with 2 homers and Mason Spellacy with 4 RBI. And then in Game 1, CMU fell short, but Ryan Malzahn, worth highlighting, with a grand slam and 5 total RBI yesterday. But sadly, one man can't win a game all by himself, and CMU fell just shy of the mark in Game 1. And in Game 2, I simply have no other way to describe it than it was the Kenji Miller game. It was supposed to go 9 innings, but Kenji Miller had an absolutely dominant performance. Bellevue won Game 2 11-1. They run-ruled us. Kenji Miller had all 8 innings pitched, only 5 hits, 1 earned run, and 11 strikeouts. Simply put, Kenji Miller had his way, our bats went cold, and CMU needs to find a way to regroup and respond after 2 tough losses yesterday. Because the last thing you want to do as Coach Breland or any part of our program is let a visiting team walk into your house and sweep you 4-0. Well, that was a quick recap from yesterday's action. Game 3, hoping to go better for the Eagles. We're going to pass it over to public address announcer Timothy Crowley, who's going to have our starting lineups followed by the national anthem.
Integrity, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now let's meet the stars for today's contest. First for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Bellevue University. Leading off the right fielder, number 17, Anthony Lynn. Batting second at third base, number 3, Coke Held. Batting third, the first baseman, number 23, Carter Clairhout. Batting fourth in left field, number 22, Aiden Macaris. Batting fifth at second base, number 14, Nick Gravel. Hitting sixth, the designated hitter, number 12, Xavier Lerma. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 16, Dylan Holmes. Batting eighth at shortstop, number 15, Mason Spellacy. Batting ninth in center field, number 8, Jalen Ruffin. And the starting pitcher, number 18, Braden Anderson. The Bruins are led by head coach Wayne Monlex. He is assisted by Mitch Smith, Sean Malley, Richie Moore, Drew Nielsen, and Ivan Medina. And now it's time to introduce today's starters for your Central Methodist Eagles. Leading out at shortstop, number 23, Jordan Vasquez. Batting second, the pitcher, number 22, Gavin Whitehurst. Batting third in left field, number 15, Ryan Malzahn. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 8, Sean Mitchell. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 1, Justin Smith. Hitting sixth in right field, number 11, Dan Reedy. Batting seventh at third base, number 2, Dario Rios. Hitting it at second base, number 7, Landon McKillop. And batting ninth and catcher, number 16, Dawson Coffey. These are led by head coach Nate Freeland. He is assisted by Vinny Otero, Drew Bradbury, and Brady Strickland. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise and remove your hats for a prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes. Protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you in all that we do on and off the field, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
big thank you to Timothy Crowley, our public address announcer for the afternoon, bringing us our starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem. While we let the guys get warmed up, we're going to go over the CMU defense for the afternoon here at Game 1. Starting on the mound, number 22, Gavin Whitehurst. Catching behind home plate is number 16, Dawson Foster. First base is number 8, Sean Mitchell. Second baseman is number 7, Landon McKillop. Third baseman is number 2, Dariel Rios. Shortstop is number 23, Jordan Vasquez. In left field, the 6'4" graduate Ryan Malzahn. In center field, Justin Smith. And in right field, Zeb Weedy. A note worth mentioning for the Eagle defense today, our regular starting center fielder, Simon J.J. Yoakum, slid into second base last night towards the end of Game 2 against Bellevue and suffered an injury to his knee, and he is out for the game. We are unaware of his status for Game 2. We are operating under the impression that he will not be active since he is not getting the start here in Game 1. Now let's take a look at the batting order for the Bellevue Bruins. They're going to go Anthony Lind, Oak Held, Big Carter Clarehow, who had the monster home run to open Game 1 yesterday. Aiden Makarus, Nick Gravel, Xavier Lerma, Dylan Holmes, Mason Spellacy, and the speedster on bases, Jalen Ruffin, rounding out the batting order for the Bruins. Taking a look at Whitehurst, he's got 3 starts this season. He is 1-1 with a 2.20 ERA on the year. 12 hits, 8 runs, only 4 of which earned with 7 walks and 19 strikeouts in 16.1 innings of work. That's a K9 average of 10.47 and a 116 whip rating. Not bad stats from a guy who is pitching in college for the first time this season. And now Anthony Lynn will step in the box to face off with the lefty Whitehurst. Whitehurst misses well outside for ball 1. Breaking ball, can't get across the plate, and Lynn finds himself ahead in the count 2-0. Whitehurst will breathe. Big swing and a miss from Lind. Whitehurst gets his first strike of the day. If you're the Eagles, you have to find a way to bring this roaring Bruin offense to a halt. Ball 3 taken outside. Whitehurst will set. This one's hit out to the gap in right center, and this will drop all the way back at the wall. Justin Smith makes the throw in to hold Lind at second. And it's a leadoff double for Anthony Lind. And with Lind safely on, Oak Held steps to the dish. Held batting .415 on the early season. As he gets ball 1. 22 hits, 9 RBI. Held takes strike 1 inside. Whitehurst will look back and deal. Dawson with a great stop behind the plate for ball 2. Foster with another great stop as Held finds himself ahead in the count 3-1. Whitehurst, the 6-foot senior from Chesapeake, Virginia. Back up the middle, and that's going to be an RBI single for Oak Held. He stops at first, brings home Lind, and for the third game in a row, the Bruins strike early. And that brings on the big lefty Carter Clairhout. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast that in the first inning of yesterday's Game 1, as Foster sends a wild pitch well outside, Clairhout hit a solo home run that bounced off the top of our scoreboard out in center field yesterday afternoon. Lefty on lefty matchup. Whitehurst will dish. Clairhout sends one out to center. This will get down. They will wave Held home, and Clairhout will stop at first. And it's back-to-back RBI singles for the Bruins. With Clairhout on and nobody out, Aiden Macaris steps up to the plate, batting .361 on the year. Takes ball one low. Whitehurst breaking ball. Can't get the inside corner. And Macaris finds himself up 2-0 in the count. Hoping to catch Clairhout sleeping. Now Whitehurst ready to deal. This one is sent on the grounder, and it's into left field. Clairhout will stop at second, and Macaris is on with nobody out. Brewen steps out, have a quick conversation with Whitehurst, understanding that if he wants to win this game, the Eagles cannot afford to give up a 5 spot in the first, like what happened yesterday afternoon. And Whitehurst's job gets no easier with Gravel, batting .441 of the year. Big swing and a miss from Gravel. Excellent breaking ball pitch from Whitehurst. Gain some confidence. Let your defense work with you. Gravel shows bunt, and that will chop foul for strike 2. Whitehurst needs to find some momentum to stop the bleeding at 2. Gravel draws ball 1 on the outside. Chopper up the middle. Cannot be stopped by Vasquez. They're going to send Clairhout home. Macaris stops at second, and Gravel was on board with a single And it is once again 2 on and nobody out as the Bruins lead 3-0 here early. And with Gravel's single, that brings up Xavier Lerma. Lerma, the 6'2 sophomore, batting .360 on the year, shows bunt and sends it foul back into the safety net. Not the start you were hoping to have if you're a member of the Eagles pitching staff. Whitehurst sends ball 1 inside. Lerma draws ball 2 outside the plate and finds himself ahead in the count. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Lerma, in his 25 at-bats on the year, has struck out 10 times. Can Whitehurst make it 11? Yes, he can. Throw down the third. Tag, not in time. They will strike out Lerma, but Macaris steals third, and it's runners in the corner and 1 out for Dylan Holmes. First pitch, just past the outstretched glove of Dario Rios, and that will bring home Macaris. Gravel stands at second. Holmes is on first, and it's an RBI single for Dylan Holmes. And courtesy running at first base for the the Bruins, will be Caleb Williams, the 5'9" freshman from Omaha, Nebraska. And this will bring on Mason Spellacy. Spellacy, the 6'5" junior, standing tall in the batter's box from Hood River, Oregon, as he delivers a big cut and a miss for strike 1. Mason batting .387 on the year with a .450 on-base percentage. Liner out to right field will be over the glove of McKillop, and this will be another RBI single. Gravel scores. Holmes advances to second. And this will bring on the 9-batter, Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin will step in for the second time in 3 games, a 5-0 lead. Shows bunt, lays it down the third base line. It's a good bunt if he can beat the throw, and he beats the throw. Everyone is safe. Ruffin gets the infield single, and the Bruins have batted around at the top of the first. Lynn will step to the plate with bases loaded, 1 out. Doubled his last time up. Takes strike 1 on the bottom plate at the side of the zone. And this is just as bad of a start as you could imagine, as Lynn sends this one foul for strike 2. Breaking ball misses low. With 2 strikes, expect runners to go on any contact. Whitehurst will deal. Ball 2 taken well inside. Whitehurst needs to find a way to settle down, let the game come to him, and get out of this pinch while he can as he fires ball 3 low. Lynn will step into the box. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and all bases occupied by Bruins. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Whitehurst gets the strikeout he needed, and that will bring on Oak Held. Held with an RBI single earlier in this same inning. Looking to do more damage, but can't find the ball for strike 1. This one is sent foul and out of play on the right field line, as Held now finds himself behind in the count 0-2. Big pitch for Whitehurst to get out of the inning, and he will step off. Held will settle into the box. Breaking ball gets the outside edge for strike 3. Rings him up, and that's it. Whitehurst gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning, but not before severe damage is done. For the second time in 3 games, Bellevue puts a 5 spot on the Eagles. We go to the bottom of the second, and the CMU Bats have their work cut out for them. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Hart Conference Network. And welcome back to Central Methodist University as we get ready for the bottom of the first between the Bruins and Eagles. Before we get started, we're going to go ahead and go through the batting order for the Eagles. They're going to lead off with Jordan Vasquez, followed by the pitcher Gavin Whitehurst, Ryan Malzahn, Sean Mitchell, Justin Smith, Zeb Weedy, Dario Rios, Landon McKillop, and in the 9 spot, the catcher Dawson Foster. And now defensive alignments for the Bruins. Pitching today for the Bruins, number 18, Braden Anderson. Catching will be Dylan Holmes. At first base, Carter Clairhout. Second baseman is Nick Gravel. At third base, Oak Held. And shortstop, Mason Spellacy. And the outfield for Bellevue in left, number 22, Aiden Makarus. In center field, Jalen Ruffin, the speedster. And in right field, Anthony Lind. There is your batting order and defensive alignments for the Eagles and Bruins here in Game 1. Anderson 1-0 on the year with 3 starts, a .476 ERA, as Jordan Vasquez steps to the plate. Vasquez batting .355. With a .444 on-base percentage, and he sends this one out to straightaway center, and this will be an easy catch for Jalen Ruffin to record out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, and 1 catch. And with Vasquez down, that will bring on Gavin Whitehurst. Whitehurst batting .242. And he will see ball one graze right past his chin. Anderson settles in. The righty. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for strike one. Anderson's pitched 11.1 innings on the year, as that pitch will miss for ball two. Anderson's given up 16 hits and 8 runs, 6 of them earned, and 9 strikeouts. And Anderson can't get strike two as he misses just high, and Whitehurst finds himself ahead in the count, 3-1. And Whitehurst takes ball 4 high to earn a walk to start the day for the Eagles. With Whitehurst on, Ryan Malzahn will step to the plate with 1 on and 1 down. And courtesy running at first base for Central Methodist will be number 5, Joshua Smith, the 5'10 junior from Detroit, Michigan. Malzahn draws ball 1. Malzahn batting .250. Anderson will have a check on Smith, ensuring he stays honest to first base. Malzahn, the reigning Heart of America Tournament MVP after his performance last May in Springfield. Takes ball 2 outside. Malzahn, the 6'4" graduate from Forestell, Missouri. Anderson will deal. Strike 1, catches the outside of the plate. Anderson ensuring that Joshua Smith does not get the lead off he is looking for to avoid any steal. Malzahn sits comfortably ahead on the count, 2-1. And he sends this one high and foul out of play down the right field line. Umpires ruled catcher's interference on Malzahn's foul ball, and he is given first base. And that will bring on Sean Mitchell, starting first baseman for the Eagles this afternoon, the 6'2 junior from Kane, Illinois. Big swing and a miss from Mitchell to open the at-bat. Mitchell batting .222 on the year. 18 plate appearances, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts. Another swing and a miss. Quickly down 0-2. Mitchell steps in with 1 out and 2 Eagles on. Anderson will look at Smith. And Mitchell's swing keeps him alive as he fouls it back into the safety net. And Mitchell cannot find the baseball as he swings and misses for strike 3. And this will bring on Justin Smith, the starting center fielder for the Eagles. Justin batting 111 on the year with only 9 at-bats. Smith sets in with the hot pink gloves. I believe they call him safe. They say Malzahn got back to the bag in time, and Carter Clairhout cannot believe it. And now head coach Dwayne Monlux will step out and have a discussion with the fielding umpire. Nothing comes of it. And Smith will set in behind on the count 0-1. Big swing and a miss on Anderson's breaking ball for strike 2. Smith, the 5'9" junior, also from Detroit, Michigan. Anderson trying to see if he can catch Malzahn again. Two strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on for Justin Smith. He'll take ball 1 high and in. Anderson sets. And Malzahn's just going to walk right over to second. And Joshua Smith gets back to third base safely. Malzahn waited patiently and waited for Anderson to turn his back completely. And steals second with ease. 2 runners in scoring position for Justin Smith. And he swings and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. So after giving up 5 of early damage, the Eagles cannot respond here in the first. And we're going to go to the top of the second with Central Methodist down 5-0. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Hart Conference Network and Urban Edge Network.
He's to the 45, cuts across midfield, up the right sideline, stumbles, breaks the tackle. He's to the 20, to the 10. He is taking it into the end zone for a touchdown. Still caught down the line, and it's in a line drive right down the line. Running catch by Jolly. Fields finds Henry, turns, shoots, hits it from the corner. The fading 3.
And welcome back to Estes Field for the top of the second inning. And the Bruins will start off the inning with their first baseman, Carter Clairhout. His last time up, he had an RBI single to give the Bruins a 2-0 lead. He looked to do more damage, but can't find the baseball for strike one. Whitehurst will deal ball one well inside. Gavin had to throw 30 pitches in the first inning. Not a good sign for the coaching staff as Clairhout sends a rocket out to left. Malzahn will look to play off the wall, and there was no play. Carter Clairhout goes yard again. For the second time in 3 games, he's got a solo bomb. And the bleeding continues for CMU as Bellevue goes up 6-0. This will bring on Aiden Macaris as he takes ball one. A 6'2 junior with a single his last time up. And swings and misses for strike one. Macaris will call time. Whitehurst deals. Ball two outside. Big swing and a pop-up that will go foul out of play for strike two. This one will stay fair. It might be gone, and it is. Back-to-back homers. First Clairhout, and then Aiden Macaris goes yard down the right field line. And Central Methodist just simply has no answer as the Bruins go up 7-0 here in the top of the second. And this will bring on the second baseman, Nick Gravel, who also singled his last time up. We had mentioned in pregame today, in the top of the broadcast, that Bellevue's bats are red hot. As Whitehurst sends ball one past his catcher, Foster. And the big question for Coach Breland today was, could his pitching staff bring that to a halt? As Gravel sends this one foul down the left field line. And it is early. Unfortunately, the answer to that question so far has been no. Whitehurst to deal. This is fly ball out to shallow left field. Vasquez will trot over to make the catch to record the first out of the inning. And with Gravel out, this will bring on Xavier Lerma. Lerma striked out his last time up as he takes ball one. Whitehurst settles in, looking to do whatever he can. And he deals strike one over the plate. Lerma will send a grounder past the glove of Vasquez, and this will be a single. With Lerma on base, this will bring Dylan Holmes to the plate. With a man on and only one down, Holmes with an RBI single, his last appearance. There is action in the CMU bullpen as Whitehurst delivers strike one. Unfortunately, I do not have the best angle to see who is warming up for the Eagles, as they will continue to search for an answer. And Lerma will send this, a double play potentially. Mitchell with a great pick on the throw from McKillop. And that will end the inning, but not before Bellevue tacks on a few more runs of insurance. It's 7-0 Bruins on 11 hits as we go to the bottom of the second. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. And welcome back to Central Methodist University as we bring you the bottom of the second inning. CMU finds themselves in a hole trying to get their way back out. And they're going to start the second inning with the right fielder, Zeb Weedy. Weedy making his first plate appearance of the day. Anderson will deal. Ball one well outside. Weedy batting .348 on the year. With 6 strikeouts and 8 hits. As he sends this fly ball out to right center, Jalen Ruffin looks to be under it, and he is as he makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out one. And that will bring on the third baseman, Dariel Rios. Rios only batting .167, but a .412 on base percentage. Breaking ball does not break enough for Anderson for ball one. Rio sits and sends this fly ball out of play right behind the Eagle dugout to even the count at 1-1. Rios only 4 hits on the year as he takes ball 2 high and works himself ahead in the count 2-1. This chopper is sent to short, and the easy throw over to Clairhout at first. And with Rios down, Landon McKillop will step to the plate.
Number 7, Landon McKillop.
McKillop batting 118 on the year. As the lefty takes ball 1 outside. McKillop 17 at-bats, only 2 hits and 1 walk with 8 strikeouts. Phenomenal defensive specialist, shows bunt, lays a good one that will roll foul halfway down the third base line. McKillop, the 6-foot sophomore from Lamoni, Iowa. Transferred to Central from McCook Community College. And he'll settle in, looking to provide a spark for this Eagle batting lineup as he sends this one foul in the left field all the way to the parking lot. And now falls behind in the count 1-2. Anderson will deal. Ball 2 inside and just a little bit low. Who's going to provide that spark for this CMU lineup and find a way to just slowly crawl back out of the hole as McKillop fouls this one out of the catcher's glove. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. McKillop takes ball 3 well outside. Anderson with glove to belt. He will deal. Ball 4 taken inside McKillop, and Anderson thought that was the end of the inning, as did the entire Bellevue defense. And now Coach Monlux will step out and jaw a little bit to our home plate umpire. As nothing comes of it. Dawson Foster comes to the plate, starting catcher today for the Eagles. Foster, the 5'10 junior from Sullivan, Illinois. Batting .200 on the year. Anderson tries to gun down McKillop at first base. Elena gets back in time. Anderson ready to deal. Sends strike one, catches the outside corner of the plate. Foster chops this foul right past the Eagle dugout. Foster will step in. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 ball, and McKillop standing at first base. Big swing and a miss from Foster to end the inning. The Eagles struggling to find a way to respond as we go to the top of the third. Bellevue leads 7-0. You're watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. And welcome back to Fayette, Missouri, as we get ready for the top of the third between the Bruins and Eagles. Bellevue, for the third game in a row, is putting together a very impressive hitting performance on this CMU pitching staff. And they will lead off the third inning with Mason Spellacy, his last time up, an RBI single. Spellacy will send this grounder to Vasquez at short, and Vasquez will fire over to Mitchell for out number 1. With Spellacy down, this will bring on the 9 batter, Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin, the 5'7" senior from North Plata, Nebraska. His last time up, he reached base on a single as he watches ball 1 miss well outside. Whitehurst will deal ball 2 outside. The wind nowhere near as big of a factor today as it was all day yesterday, as Ruffin takes the breaking ball for strike 1. It's Aiden Macaris' home run over the right field wall in the second inning was an absolute moonshot, as Ruffin fouls this one off for strike 2. Whitehurst will deal. Drop strike 3. Ruffin, the speedster, just gets gunned down at first base by Dawson Foster for out number 2. And this will bring the Bruins back to top of the order with Anthony Lind. Lind sends this fly ball out to right field, and Weedy is under it. So Gavin Whitehurst retires the side in order. Great work in the third inning and a good sign for the Eagles. Let's see if the bats can do some damage and bring some life back to our dugout. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. And welcome back for the bottom of the third. Whitehurst retired the side in order in the top half, doing great work, a great sign for Coach Breland, putting some more confidence in Whitehurst and the pitching staff. Let's see if the bats can try and mooch off of that confidence as Vasquez will step up to the plate. Vasquez, his last time up, flew out straightaway center to Jalen Ruffin as he sends this one foul straight behind for strike 1. Vasquez batting .355 on the year. 11 hits, 3 extra base hits, 2 homers as he fouls this one again for strike 2. Seeing the baseball, making contact, just got to find a way to put it in play. Vasquez also with 5 walks and only 3 strikeouts. Vasquez will take ball 1. Vasquez, the 6-foot junior from Chicago, Illinois. Takes ball 2 outside. Transferred to Central Methodist from Concordia University. I'm sure he's enjoying the victory over Concordia Bulldogs last week when they came here to Central and we beat them 1-0 in 9. Vasquez takes ball 3 low and in as Braden Anderson is struggling to find where that pitch missed. Vasquez worked his way out of an 0-2 hole, now ahead 3-2. Anderson, a big pitch to start the inning. This one is sent high to shallow right field. Clairhout looks to be under it, makes the call, and has the ball for out number 1. With Vasquez down, Gavin Whitehurst will now step to the plate. He walked his last time up. Anderson deals ball 1 outside. Whitehurst will settle in with the neon green gloves. Big cut and a miss from Gavin for strike 1. Whitehurst only batting .242, but a .324 on base percentage this year so far, as Anderson deals strike 2 across the outside part of the zone. Anderson gets strike 3 on the inside corner, and Whitehurst stands up in shock and disbelief. And with Whitehurst down, Malzahn will come on. Malzahn transferring here from University of Central Missouri. And he takes ball 1 low. Swing and a miss from Malzahn for strike 1 to even the count. Anderson, Malzahn, a liner, get over the glove of Spellacy, and that is a 2-out single for Ryan Malzahn. With Malzahn aboard and 2 down, first baseman Sean Mitchell will step to the plate. Mitchell struck out his last time up. Big swing and a miss from Sean Mitchell. This chopper right back to Anderson on the mound, and he will flip it to Clairhout at first, and the Bruins avoid any and all damage through 3. We're going to go to the top of the 4th. Bellevue 7, Central Methodist 0. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. And welcome back to Central Methodist University as we get ready for the top of the 4th inning between the Bruins and Eagles. Bellevue holding a commanding 7-0 lead as we are almost halfway through this game. Oak Held takes strike 1 from Whitehurst. Held 1 for 2 today with an RBI single and a strikeout, making his 3rd plate appearance of the game. This one is sent well out to right center, and Weedy will play it off the wall as Held digs for two, and he will slide in safely as the tag from Vasquez is not in time. And with Held's double, who else but big number 23, Carter Clairhout, stepping to the plate, who is 2 for 2 on the day against Whitehurst with an RBI single and a towering solo home run over the left field wall. And this one is fired down the left field line, looks to be foul and out of play. Very impressive strike from Clairhout. Bellevue continuing to make a statement on the national level as Clairhout has a good read on Whitehurst and sends this one fouled down the third base line. Carter steps in. And Carter Clairhout rung up on strikes, caught window shopping. Whitehurst with his 5th strikeout of the day. And with Clairhout going down on strikes, Aiden Macaris steps to the plate as he chops this one foul into his own team's bullpen. Macaris 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a home run. Part of the back-to-back home run stretch for the Bruins in the top of the second inning. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Whitehurst continues to have his stuff work just like last inning. Wild pitch taking the dirt. Foster couldn't find it. And Held records the stolen base as he advances to third with ease. Another run of insurance standing just 90 feet away, relying on the bat of Aiden Macaris. As Macaris takes ball 2 low. Whitehurst sends ball 3 low. And Macaris has worked his way from 0-2, now ahead 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner on third for Aiden Macaris. Whitehurst to pitch. Ball 4 taken outside. In stands Nick Gravel. The 6'1" junior. Takes ball 1. Gravel 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a fly out to the shortstop, Vasquez. As he chops this one over to Mitchell at third, he'll throw to Vasquez, back to Whitehurst. Double play throw is not in time, so the run will score, and it is 8-0 Bruins. As Gravel will get the sacrifice RBI. Lerma takes strike one. Whitehurst can't find the outside of the plate and falls behind 2-1. Bellevue, 8 runs on 12 hits. Only hit of the day for Central comes from Ryan Malzahn with a single. As Lerma, a big cut and can't find the ball for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Number 22 to pitch. Chopper sent foul. Whitehurst will settle. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Lerma goes down swinging, and Whitehurst gets out of the jam, but not before just a little more damage is done as Bellevue continues to crack this game open, leading 8-0. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. And welcome back to Central Methodist University for the bottom of the fourth between the Eagles and Bruins. Gavin Whitehurst continuing to improve on a slow start. Only gave up 1 run in the top half of the fourth. As we are halfway through this game, it is time for the bats to come alive for the Eagles. And they will start things off this inning with Justin Smith. Starting center fielder for Coach Breland this afternoon. The 5'9" junior from Detroit, Michigan, sends this one foul behind him for strike 1. Smith 0 for 1 on this game. Struck out his last time up. This fly ball was sent high. Could be trouble, but the shortstop, Spellisi, drops it. That's a hard ball to read. Spellisi was signaling he couldn't find it. Got a beat on it at the last second, and it just popped out of his glove. A tough break for Bellevue, but if you're the Eagles, you have to capitalize on any and all mistakes made as Justin Smith reaches with a double. And this will bring on Zeb Weedy. He is also 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to Jalen Ruffin in center. His last plate appearance. Smith with a big lead off from second. Weedy's chop to the third. It stops. Smith will stay at second and gun Weedy down for the out. Excellent play there by the third baseman, Oak Held. This will bring on Dariel Rios, who was 0 for 1 with a grounder to the shortstop, Spellacy, his last plate appearance. Anderson looking to catch Smith sleeping at second base. Gravel's tag not in time. Breaking ball breaks a little too much, and it'll be ball 1 on Rios. Rios only batting .167, but a .412 on-base percentage. This chopper, it's a sent out to left center, and it is caught. Smith will tag from second. They get him out to end the inning. Smith tried to tag from second to steal third, and he is caught stealing. Bellevue, the defense playing just as well as their offense. They continue to hold an 8-0 lead over the Eagles as we go to the top half of the fifth. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Hart Conference Network. And welcome back to Central Methodist University as Bellevue escapes any potential damage in the bottom side of the fourth with a phenomenal defensive play from left fielder Aiden Macaris. Catches the fly out and guns down Justin Smith trying to steal third base to end the inning. On to bat, Dylan Holmes, the catcher. He's 1 for 2 on the day, making his third plate appearance as he draws the count even 1-1. Whitehurst asking where the pitch missed. Umpire says outside. Holmes a ground out to Vasquez, his last plate appearance before that with an RBI single. As Whitehurst deals a big swing and a miss for strike 2. Fly ball is sent foul out of play down the right field line. Holmes is only batting .281 but has a .400 on-base percentage. As he takes ball 2 low and inside. Nine hits in the 32 at-bats and 11 RBI. Sends this one foul into the screen. Holmes, the 6-foot junior from Libertyville, Illinois. Finds himself even 2-2 in the count against Whitehurst. Gavin to deal. Breaking ball does not get home to chase outside. And Dylan moves ahead in the count 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Smith is back at the wall, and it's gone. third home run of the game for the Bruins. They continue to just pound on the Eagle pitching staff. Dylan Holmes with the third solo home run of the game for Bellevue. And all the momentum, all the energy favors the Bruins as Breland will step out and will likely pull Whitehurst, who is already removing his PitchCom band. And if this is the end for Whitehurst's day, as it looks like it will be, he will have pitched 4 innings, all 9 runs earned, 1 walk and 6 strikeouts on 81 pitches. Not the performance you're wanting to see from a senior leader in Gavin Whitehurst, who will have his day end. Breland calling upon the 5'8" senior from Kansas City, Vince Ray, in relief. Ray on the year. This will be his 4th appearance. Ray made an appearance yesterday in Game 1 against the Bruins. Through 1 inning, gave up 3 hits and 2 earned runs in the Eagles' 12-8 loss to Bellevue yesterday in Game 1. And in steps Mason Spellacy, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a ground out to the shortstop on the day. That foul ball is caught by the catcher for strike 1, right off the bat of Spellacy. Curveball does not get Mason the chase, and he earns himself ball number 1. Central Methodist only 2 hits on the day. Justin Smith with a double and Ryan Malzahn with a single. And Smith's double could have very easily been a fly out to the shortstop. Spellacy sends that one back high, almost above the press box for strike 2. Convince Ray. Stall the Bruin bats as Spellacy chops another one back. And give his lineup just enough time to try and come alive in the bottom side of this inning. 1-2 count on Spellacy. Spellacy draws the count even as ball 2 is taken high and away. Spellacy, a 6'5" junior, standing tall in the box. A grounder to Vasquez, making the easy throw to Mitchell at first to record the out. And with nobody on and one down, Jalen Ruffin will make his third appearance of the day. Singled in the first, his last time up. Fell victim to a drop strike 3 and was gunned down at first base by Dawson Foster. As Ruffin takes ball 1 well low. Ruffin shaking his head no, saying, "No, Ray, I will not chase," as he moves ahead in the count 2-0. Ray delivers a fastball, and Ruffin was just behind it as he sends it right into the dirt for strike 1. Ray continuing to try and get Jalen to chase. And Ruffin, the 5'7" senior, showing excellent experience and plate discipline. Ahead in the count 3-1. One to the swing, held off, wisely so. Ball 4 earns the walk. And with one man on and one man down, the Bruins get to go back to top of the order with Anthony Lynn, the right fielder. He's 1 for 3 on the day. His last appearance flew out to Weedy in right. Foster with an excellent stop on what very easily could have been a wild pitch from Vince Ray. Before his fly out to right field, Lynn struck out, and the first inning had a leadoff double to open the game. As Lynn does not chase high for ball 2. Bellevue entering the game with a 9-game win streak, trying to make it 11 at the end of the day, as Lynn fires this one very high and behind, out of play for strike 1. Ray finds himself down 2-1. The delivery. Ruffin was going to steal no matter what, as Lynn sends this one foul down the right field line, out of play. Two count, 1 out, and the fastest man on Bellevue's roster standing at first base. Ruffin gets back safely to avoid the tag from Sean Mitchell. And Blue says that Lind check swing was not close enough, and that will be strikeout number 2 for Lind. And that will bring on Oak Held. 2 for 3 on the afternoon with an RBI single, a double, and a strikeout. Foster with a stop in the other batter's box for ball 1. Ray keeping Ruffin honest. As Ruffin leads the team in stolen bases. with 6 on the year, recording 2 of them just yesterday. Breaking ball cannot break enough as Held goes ahead in the count 2-0. Ray struggling to find the strike zone, throwing 3 straight outside. And Oak Hill can comfortably sit and try to draw a walk. Ray gets the much needed strike to gain a little confidence. A 3-1 delivery. And that's ball 4. Oak Held gets the walk. And with 2 on, 2 out, and Mr. Clairhout due up, Braylon will come out and is going to pull Vince Ray. Does not want the lefty facing the lefty batter. So instead, for the second time in as many games, Breland will call upon Reese Bahan, the 6'3 junior from Columbia, Missouri. Transferred here to Central Methodist from Moberly Area Community College. Bahan made an appearance in last night's 11-1 final. Recorded 1 out, gave up 1 hit. It was a 3 RBI double and 1 strikeout for the Eagles. Only threw 20 pitches yesterday. Trying to find a way for his team to get back to 500. Bahan making only his 2nd appearance on the young season. Breland getting the lefty-on-lefty matchup, as Bahan now gets to deal with one of Bellevue's best bats in Carter Clairhout. Carter 2 for 3 on the day. RBI single in the first. A no-doubter solo home run over the left field wall in the second. And his last plate appearance was rung up looking on strikes. Bahan behind in the count 1-0. Clairhout sits comfortably. Breaking ball breaks for strike 1. Excellent change of speed there from Reese Bahan. Bahan fires strike 2 across the outside edge of the zone. Now finds himself 1 strike away from ending the top half of the 5th. Clairhout staying alive, swinging on the inside pitch to keep the count at 1-2. On the year, Carter Clairhout leads the team in batting average with a .469 batting average, a .509 on-base percentage, and a slugger rating of .816. Chopper. McKillop was playing well out in right field, and everyone is safe. Ruffin will score home as the throw is off target. Clairhout's going to advance to second, and Held will advance to third. What could have been an easy way to end the inning for the Eagles ends in a run scored, and it's now 10-0 Bruins. As Clairhout reaches on an infield single. And with Clairhout on, that brings up Aiden Macaris. Drew a walk, his last plate appearance. Breaking ball does not break enough for ball one. Macaris 2 for 2 with a homer and a single. Big swing and a miss for strike one. Mahan deals low for ball two on Macaris, as Held and Clairhout are waiting to do more damage at third and second base. Mahan deals. Curveball doesn't curve and finds himself behind at the count 3-1. Macaris sends a liner out to right field, and that will drop all the way back to the wall. Held will score with ease, as will Clairhout. And Aiden Macaris stays perfect and does more damage with a 2 RBI double. With Macaris clearing the bases, he'll stand at second alone as Nick Gravel, the second baseman, steps to the plate. Gravel 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles and a fly out to the shortstop as he draws ball one. Gravel takes ball two high. Mahan deals. Wild pitch bounced into the dirt and off of the glove of Foster for ball three as Macaris advances a third. Designated hitter Xavier Lerma awaiting on deck should he get the chance to bat this inning. Big pop-up. McKillop waving everyone off, says he has it, and makes the easy catch for out number 3, but not before Bellevue tacks on 4 more runs of insurance. They lead the Eagles 12-0 as we go to the bottom side of the 5th. You're watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. And welcome back to Estes Field for the bottom of the fifth between the Bruins and Eagles. Coach Briel deciding to have a change in batters to open the inning. He will pinch hit in place of Landon McKillop in the 9 spot. Pinch hit with Carlo Aguirre, the 6-foot junior from Miami, Florida, transferring to Central Methodist by way of Riverland Community College. This is Aguirre's first at-bat of the year, and the first pitch he sees is a strike. Aguirre takes strike 2 on the outside edge. Braden Anderson threw 4 innings of work, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts on only 54 pitches. No staggering numbers, but an efficient, impressive work from Anderson as Aguirre draws ball 1. Anderson, the 5'10 senior from Kearney, Nebraska. Breaking ball, swing and a miss from Aguirre. Strikeout number 5 for Anderson. And another new batter for the Eagles, Joshua Smith, the 5'10 junior from Detroit, Michigan, stepping to the plate, making his first appearance of the day. Coach Breland searching his roster, trying to find some answers as Smith takes strike 1 inside. Joshua Smith batting .125. He's had 8 appearances, only 1 hit and 1 RBI with 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. Batting in place of Dawson Foster. Smith sends this liner down the right field line and foul. For strike number 2. Smith fouls this one back to stay alive. Coach Breland searching for someone to provide a spark for this lineup as Smith evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to see if there is anyone on the roster that can give the Eagles what they need to spark a miraculous comeback here in the 5th. And that answer will not come from Joshua Smith as he goes down swinging to give Anderson a strikeout number 6 on the day. The Eagles now go back to the top of the order with Vasquez. He's 0 for 2 on the day. His last 2 appearances, a fly out to Jalen Ruffin in center field, and a fly out caught in shallow right field by the first baseman, Carter Clairhout. As Ruffin fouls this one to the dirt for strike 1. Vasquez with the neon pink gloves, blue detailing. Chopper, rinse and repeat into the dirt for strike 2. Anderson sends ball 1 through the other batter's box. This Bellevue Bruins offense and defense, pitching staff making a statement as Vasquez barely gets a hold of this one to stay alive. Was given the preseason ranking of number 22 in the nation, and is proving they can play very, very good baseball, and they are a hard team to stop. Searching for win number 11 on the year. Anderson delivers. Pop out to right center field is caught by Anthony Lind, and that will end the inning. No more damage done from the Eagle offense, and we will go to the top of the 6th with your score, Bellevue 12, Central Methodist 0. NAIA Baseball on the Heart Conference Network and Urban Edge Network. apologize for the interruption. We are back as Holmes flies out. And Louis Felix Anderson gets the one-out double. Now pinch hitting is number 4, Connor Boyd. As Boyd watches strike 1. Boyd's made 8 plate appearances, only 1 hit, batting .125 as he draws ball 1. Boyd has 3 RBI, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts here in the early season. Boyd got a hold of the breaking ball, looked to be just foul off the top of the net. A pitching change for the Eagles during the break. Number 29, Riley Schneiders, the 6'1" freshman from Jefferson City, Missouri, now pitching for Coach Breland. Excellent stop there by Foster to prevent Anderson from reaching third. This ball is sent high out to right field. Weedy cannot make the diving catch. Anderson is rounding third, heading for home. He will score with ease as Connor Boyd has a 1-out RBI triple. And that is 13-0 Bellevue here in the top of the 6th. And in steps the 9-batter, Jalen Ruffin. Schneider's made an appearance last night in the Eagles' 11-1 loss to the Bruins. Pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, and a walk. Only threw 25 pitches yesterday as he deals back-to-back balls to Ruffin. Make that 3 straight balls to Ruffin. And Ruffin thought it was thought it was ball 4, but instead it is ruled a strike. This one is sent high down the right field line and foul out of play for strike 2. Ruffin 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout, and his last at-bat recorded a walk. And facing a full count with 1 down, Connor Boyd stands at third base as Schneiders just drills Ruffin right in the back. Ruffin records the HBP as we will have a pinch hitter in place of Anthony Lind. Number 7, Johnny Carrera, the 6-foot junior from Bolingbrook, Illinois. Stepping into the plate. Coach Monluck's understanding he is very much in the driver's seat of this game, looking to give a little extended breather to some of his bats. As Carrera takes ball 1 well outside. A lot of noise coming from the Bruin dugout as they understand this is Johnny's first plate appearance of the year. And this is a line drive sent out to left field. Malzahn is under it for the catch. And Boyd will tag from third to go home. Ruffin stays at first. Malzahn held onto the ball so long. Now pinch hitting in place of Oak held is number 42, Derek Kuhlman, the 6-foot junior infielder from North Platte, Nebraska. Correction, North Platte, Nebraska. A thank you to public address announcer Timothy Crowley for aiding me in pronunciations. Derek Kuhlman is made. Launches this one out to left center. Bounces off the wall. The speedster Ruffin is waved home, and he will score easily as Kuhlman will get his first RBI of the year on an RBI double. Before that, Kuhlman had made 2 at-bats and was batting 0. First hit of the year for the junior Derek Kuhlman. And pitch hitting in place of Carter Clairhout will be number 13, Riley Schrader, a 6'1 junior from La Vista, Nebraska. And Bellevue just continues to have nothing but the utmost command in this game. 15 runs on 18 hits. Riley Schrader has had 12 at-bats, 1 hit, and 2 walks as he sees strike 1 to even the count at 1-1. Schrader also looking for his first RBI of the year. Takes ball 2 away. With Kuhlman standing at second base looking on. Big swing and a miss from Schrader for strike 2 to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. Riley Schrader looking to do more damage and get his first RBI of the season. Takes ball 3 inside. Schrader's recorded 2 walks and 7 strikeouts through the first 12 games of the year for the Bruins. Chopper, Vasquez at short has it, fires over to Mitchell, who makes the catch and records out number 3, but not before a trifecta of runs as more damage is done to the Eagles. They now face a 15-0 hole as we enter the bottom half of the 6th inning. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. And welcome back to Fayette, Missouri, Central Methodist University. Eagle baseball facing one of the biggest deficits they have seen in a while, down 15-0 to the high-powered offense of Bellevue. Bellevue's made a handful of defensive substitutions. We'll go over those as we get to it. As of right now, Gavin Whitehurst is stepping into the plate to make his third appearance of the day. He's recorded a walk and a strikeout as he sees ball one. Playing third base for Bellevue is Derek Kuhlman. Riley Schrader has subbed in at first base. Anderson fires back-to-back balls at Whitehurst. Number 28, Louis Felix Anderson, has checked in as the catcher for this inning for the Bruins. Whitehurst sends this one high on the right field line, foul and out of play. Anderson has 68 pitches, 6 strikeouts, no runs, only 2 walks. Excellent work for Braden Anderson as he fires ball 3 on the inside to Whitehurst. If your coach monologues, you can't ask for much better from the 5'10 senior. Liner out to right field. That will drop. And Whitehurst reaches base with a single as Lind cannot make the catch. And with Whitehurst on base, this will now bring up the left fielder, Ryan Malzahn, who is 1 for 1 on the day. Drew a walk in his first plate appearance and has one of CMU's 3 hits being a single. Big swing and a high fly ball out to left field, back at the wall, and that one is gone. Ryan Malzahn with a 2-run homer. Coach Breland needed a spark to find a way to cut into this lead, and who else but the reigning conference tournament MVP, Ryan Malzahn, the graduate team captain and leader of this ball club. And with Malzahn's 2-run homer clearing the bases, Sean Mitchell will now step to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a grounder to the pitcher. As he takes strike 1. Malzahn recording home run number 4 on the year. As Mitchell swings and misses for strike 2. Mitchell with a towering fly ball to shallow left field. Spellacy steps in to make the catch. With Mitchell's fly out to the shortstop, Justin Smith will now step to the dish to see if he can try and continue what Malzahn started. At the ground ball, great stop, but just too deep into left field. And that will be a single for Justin Smith. And with Smith on and only one down, Zeb Weedy steps to the plate. Smith now 2 for 3. Zeb Weedy 0 for 2 with a fly out to center field and the grounder to the third baseman. Anderson's breaking ball, just enough to draw a foul ball strike on Weedy. There is activity in the Bruin bullpen. It will be determined later if Coach Munelack is going to let Anderson throw a complete game as he throws ball 1 to Weedy. Anderson has 78 pitches. Throws ball 2 inside. And it got away from the catcher, Anderson. And Justin Smith records a stolen base. Breaking ball does not get Weedy to chase as he now finds himself ahead in the count 3-1 on Braden Anderson. Have to be in a comfortable spot if you're Anderson pitching with a 13-run lead. And it's called strike 2 looking on Weedy. Chopper sent straight into the dirt and Weedy stays alive. Swing and a miss from Weedy for strikeout number 7, credited to Braden Anderson. Weedy's 0 for 3 on the day. And with Weedy down, that brings on Dario Rios, who is 0 for 2 with a grounder to the shortstop and a fly out to left field. Swing and a miss from Rios for strike 1 as Anderson continues to deal well. McKillop awaiting on deck should he get a chance to bat this inning. As ball 1 is fired low. Rio's swing gets a hold of it, but sends it straight down for strike 2. Anderson approaching 90 pitches on the game. Line drive caught by the second baseman, and that will end the 6th inning. We're going to go to the final inning. Your score, Bellevue 15, Central Methodist 2. You are watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. And welcome back to Estes Field here at Central Methodist University for the top of the 7th between the Bruins and Eagles. And we have a pitching change. Coach Brewen is calling on to the left-handed arm of Javier Chico, the 5'8 junior from Florida, Puerto Rico. And Chico's first order of business is to attend with number 29, Oscar Rudman, the 6'4" junior from Vista, California. As Rudman sends one right above the head of Vasquez, and Vasquez records the out. And pinch hitting for the Bruins now. The 5'8 senior, Rafael Nakandakari. Nakandakari does not have a plate appearance on the year. This is his first. He will send a line drive that will go over the head of McKillop and drop in shallow right center. And Nakandakari records his first hit of the 2026 season. And with Rafael on and one down, Xavier Lerma steps up to the dish. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts and a single as he watches ball one miss low from Chico. Big swing and a miss from Lerma for strike 2. Chico has not made an appearance on the year. This is his first. Chopper sent directly down for a foul ball. Chico is ready to fire to second base and have Nakandakari dead to rights. With 15 runs so far today, as Lerma is rung up on strikes for the third time. That will bring into the plate the catcher, Louis Felix Anderson, the 5'11 junior from Piedmont, Quebec. With 15 runs scored today, the Bruins have tied their season high. They scored 15 back on Valentine's Day as they run-ruled Science and Arts, who is receiving votes in the national polls 15-5 in 8 innings, as Anderson takes ball 1. Chico deals, almost hit Anderson. Excellent stop by Foster, and the count moves to 2-0. Anderson has had 12 at-bats, has not recorded a hit, with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. And that one has popped up and sent a foul out of play for strike 1. Chico sits comfortably, lefty on lefty matchup. Anderson takes ball 3 inside, does not chase. Grounder is sent foul just outside the first base line. That has to be painful. Foster looks to be okay as he took a shot to the dome and it knocked off his mask. And the count stays full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to Louis Felix Anderson. Runner goes, and Chopper foul straight behind. Nakandakari runs on ball 4 to Anderson. Chico could not get him down, and the inning will continue with number 4, Connor Boyd. And courtesy running at first base is number 21, Caleb Williams. Connor Boyd, the 5'11 junior from Parker, Colorado, sends a liner out to left field, and Malzahn is right under it for out number 3. Chico gets out of the top of the 7th with no damage done, and we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Your score, Bellevue 15, Central Methodist 2. You're watching NAIA Baseball on the Urban Edge Network. Welcome back to Central Methodist University as we get underway with the bottom of the 7th inning between the Bruins and Eagles. The Eagles will start things off with Landon McKillop, the second baseman, who has not recorded an at-bat but does have a walk to his name this afternoon. And the Bruins have decided to call it a day for Braden Anderson, and they have called on to the arm of Alexandre Dion. Dion, the 6'1" junior from Quebec, making his second appearance of the year. Has 2 innings pitched as he records ball number 2 against McKillop. No hits, no runs, 3 balls, and 3 strikeouts for an ERA of 0. McKillop with a big swing and a miss on Dion. Anderson's final stat line will be 6 innings pitched, only 5 hits and 2 runs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts on 89 total pitches. 57 of those being strikes as McKillop swings and misses for strike 2. Another very, very strong day for the Bellevue pitching staff here in Game 3. Dion will deal. Ball 3 outside to McKillop. Swing and a miss from McKillop for strike 3 and the strikeout for Dion, his first of the year. Strikeout number 9 for McKillop as Dawson Foster now steps to the plate. He takes strike 1 outside. Foster 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. The Eagles either need to find a way to pull off a 13-run comeback as Foster sends one sky high to right field. Lind is under it and records the out. Or you tip your hat to the talented Bruins team and move on to Game 4 as Jordan Vasquez steps to the plate. Vasquez 0 for 2 on the day with flyouts to center field and a pop-up to third base. Excuse me, first base as he takes ball 1. Liner out to left center is down, and Vasquez is on with a single for his first hit of the day. With Vasquez on, the Eagles' starting pitcher for this game, Gavin Whitehurst, will step to the plate. Whitehurst with a walk, a strikeout, and a single. Check swing, wisely holds, and earns himself ball number 1. Whitehurst caught looking at strike 1. Alexandre Dion trying to pitch his 3rd inning of the year, and he is 1 strike away from doing so as he catches Whitehurst looking. Eagles down to their final strike. Dion to deal. Whitehurst held back and evens the count at 2-2. Pop up down the right field line. First baseman had a read on it but could not make the catch. Count will stay the same on Whitehurst. Wild pitch from Dion. Vasquez will advance to second easily, and Whitehurst gets himself a full count. Ryan Malzahn awaiting in the on-deck circle. Dion to deliver. Foul ball sent straight back into the safety net. That one's going to hurt as Whitehurst fouls this one off his ankle guard. He appears to be okay. Umpire calls time. 15 runs on 19 hits for Bellevue. 3 straight games of dominant, impressive hitting. As Dion drills Whitehurst in the back, and Gavin's granted second base. And that will bring on Ryan Malzahn. Malzahn 2 for 2 on the day. His first plate appearance was a walk, followed by a single and then a 2-run homer. And he was looking for a 3-run homer with that swing, but sends it foul straight back. Malzahn takes ball 1 outside. Start time for Game 2 will be approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1. And just a reminder for everyone watching, Game 2 will be a 9-inning game instead of a 7-inning game like Game 1 today, as Malzahn is now down to his final strike. Malzahn calling time, informing the umpire needs to wipe his eye. Dion delivers. Ball 2 outside. Malzahn refusing to chase. Malzahn takes ball 3 outside. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on for Ryan Malzahn. Fouls it straight into the backstop. Now we'll do it again. Dion set to deliver. Runners go. High, towering fly ball to left field, and goodbye. Ryan Malzahn with back-to-back home runs. First a 2-run shot, and then a 3-run bomb, both over the left field wall. Malzahn's homer cuts the deficit to 10 as Sean Mitchell will step to the plate. Mitchell was 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a chopper stopped by the pitcher, and a pop-up to the shortstop as he swings and misses for strike 1. Cannot ask for much better batting from Ryan Malzahn. He is 3 for 3 and with a walk. Mitchell quickly down 0-2 to his final strike. Mitchell takes ball 1. And Dion hits Mitchell square in the back. Sean will trot over to first base, and that will bring up Justin Smith. Smith is 2 for 3 on the day, struck out his first at bat since, has had a double and a single. As he sees strike 1. Pinch running at first base for the Eagles, number 24, Dawson Kellgren, the 6'1 junior from Kansas City, Missouri, as Smith evens the count at 1-1. Smith sends one high down the right field line and pulled foul. Not sure if that one would have gotten over the wall had it stayed fair, but it certainly would have been close. Instead, it's a long strike, and Smith now finds himself down to his last strike. Dion delivers, ball 2 outside. Smith fouls one straight back to stay alive at 2-2. Dion delivers, swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the game. Alexandre Dion comes in to end the game. Justin Smith ending things with a strikeout. And to sum up this game, dominant batting and pitching from Bellevue. And even though Ryan Malzahn went perfect with a single, a walk, and a pair of home runs, securing all 5 RBI for the Eagles on 7 hits, it just was not enough to overcome 15 runs on 19 hits from the Bruins. We're going to come back right around 4 o'clock as the slated start time for Game 2. We'll see you guys about half an hour.